two National League teams. Mets baseball as New York goes up against the Washington Nationals. And let's send things out to Gary Thorne, who is in Washington and ready to call the game.
In our nation's capital, one of the newer ballparks in Major League Baseball and the home of the Nationals. The National League East represented by Washington and the New York Mets. Welcome to Major League Baseball. Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. 2K Sports right here on this Friday afternoon. Starting on the mound today, Chien-Ming Wang. So, Steve, how do you think you'll go about handling these Mets bats today?
Well, against a lineup like this, even though you've got a good right-hander on the mound, he's got a chance.
Got a chance now to see that lineup for the Mets. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, he can get lost in the shuffle of the team that he's on, but day in and day out, Ike Davis produces. A big guy, he's going to be a huge power guy once he learns the pitchers in the league.
And the left fielder in. He's the leadoff man.
New York Mets. Left fielder, number 9.
That's on the outside corner for a strike.
A good sinking movement on that pitch, right on the black, away from the hitter. Tough pitch to hit.
Swing sends this one right up the chute. Near second. That one's gloved. Got a chance to check out the Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up at. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Ryan Zimmerman's a tall guy, 6'5", but he has unbelievable mobility and one of the strongest throwing arms in baseball. And when he flips that little sidearm throw from third base to first, it is a thing of beauty. And first basemen love him because he's so accurate.
Going to be Torres now.
Well, finally, the Washington Nationals started to enjoy a home field advantage in 2011. For a number of years, for whatever reason, they hadn't been able to find it, but now they have.
And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Third base.
Here's that replay. That close to making it a base hit.
Well, let's take a look at how close this really was. He's busting it all the way down the line, and they do just manage to nip him at first.
Nice call. 2 outs and in the box, David Wright. Washington's home field advantage last year. It is their best mark since the park opened, Steve, in 08.
You know what? There's some excitement starting to build around this team. Some energy, some players coming in, the fans starting to show support, and the players are responding.
And that's a strike. David Wright going to have to take a defensive stance here. And Wright swings and misses, strike 3. So Chien-Ming Wang gets him 3 up and 3 down. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the Nationals getting ready to start this one off.
Now batting for the Washington Nationals.
Here's a look at the Mets starter. Well, Steve, what's in store for these Washington hitters from him today?
Well, R.A. Dickey on the mound, a knuckleball pitcher, a guy who throws it.
Swung on line to right center field. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Now we'll see how Davy Johnson's lineup looks. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, with Ian Desmond, you get a lot of everything in the lineup. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can also drop a bunt and beat you with his legs. So versatile a player is Ian Desmond.
Got a chance to check out the Mets. This is how they position themselves defensively. And John, any scouting picks?
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on David Wright. I mean, he makes so many spectacular plays at third base because he's such an athletic player. You know, most guys that play the corner infield aren't the most athletic players. David Wright doesn't fit in that category.
Swing sends this one on a line to right center. That should be a base hit.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter paying attention to the runner.
And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. A lifetime number, well, 259 off the Mets. And Torres is there. 1 down. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home.
Solid approach at the plate. Got a pitch and he could do something with it. But he could handle it. He picks up an RBI. Good job.
Adam LaRoche, runner on first. Now, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, going into this game, I didn't know exactly when we'd see runs put up on the board, but I guess we have our answer now.
And the diving stop, he's up. And the throw's just in time to get him at second. Great play. Nice way to get things started. The Nationals leading it 1-0. And Duda will come to the plate. He'll start it off here in the second. At the belt, Wong kicks, throws. Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1.
We're going to get a chance to see that nasty sinker ball of his. That pitch has some serious bite and action at the end.
In there at the letters, and he falls behind 0-2. That sinker, Steve, you were mentioning, it is such a great pitch. You get so many ground balls, and then you mix in a fastball, some off-speed stuff, pretty good stuff.
Well, that's the key, is his sinker is the go-to pitch. The hitter really has to focus on that pitch and then make adjustments to his other offering.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
Well, he pulls the string again. I mean, that's 2 straight strikeouts on the changeup. That sequence of pitches is amazing.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy.
Well, Mets fans not very happy about what's going on in the National League East. Obviously, the Phillies and Braves are teams at the top, but also the Nationals showing improvement. It was a tough year for the Mets and Marlins as they start to move down the ladder in the division.
Jin-Ming Wong, he runs the count to 0-2. That payroll of the Mets and the expectations of playing in New York all make it very tough when you're a team that's not doing well and not doing well in your division, 33 and 39, Steve.
And you know what? Now the payroll is going down. A lot of the star players are not there anymore, and they're rebuilding a little bit in New York. And it's going to be a question as whether fans are going to come out to Citi Field. I've got a chance to take a look at the slider again. Well, his slider can be a buzzsaw. He can break some bats, but right now they're not making enough contact to break a bat. That's 3 straight strikeouts.
Davis into the batter's box. Lifetime, 325 off the Nationals. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Well, against this guy in this situation, Gary, you've got to go with the changeup.
Second pitch, waves at the fastball, and suddenly it's strike 2. The slider swung out and missed, struck him out, side gone. It's the kind of inning the defense likes, 3 up, 3 down. It's still a shutout here in Washington. And we'll have Michael Morse leading it on. Well, let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
But you can see that knuckleball of his. It's been hit twice already.
I think the thing to recognize here is the only hit.
There's the swing. This one blasted high, deep center field. Gone, a home run. So that narrow 1-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
Now this pitch just a little bit outside, but not quite far enough outside as he drives it away. It's gone.
You got to keep that pitch further away so that the power of the hitter he's not able to use at that time. Too close.
I don't think we're getting that ball back here.
Nope.
Got to love the approach of the Nationals right here, Gary. They're approaching it exactly the right way.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center, and that gets through for a base hit. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
Number 8.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that.
There's a swing. That ball hit a long way deep into right center field. Over the wall. Goodbye. A 2-run homer. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well.
Well, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. I mean, now it's 4 straight hits. He's got to start wondering what's going on. Maybe he's tipping his pitches or they're just figuring him out.
And Wong's in the box. What do you think, Steve? A bunt here?
It's a definite bunt situation with the pitcher up. They've got to get the runners moved up.
Let's see if they agree. And a deuce, a double play. Here's a look, 4-6-3 on the double play.
That's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
Lombardozzi at the plate. Singled and scored his last time around. The first pitch. Ground ball to Davis. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort. But they strike for 3 runs here thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. Washington leading. It is warm here in Washington as we welcome you back, or if you're just tuning in. And in the batter's box, it's Tolley. Called strike. Wong's got him 0-1. Pitch on the way. 0-1 is a sinker in there. Called strike.
Well, that's textbook use of the sinker. Down and away, pounding the strike zone. Good pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1 out.
Good chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary.
This is a tough pitch to handle, but he takes the swings anyway.
Johnny had to do that, right?
Well, it would have been a strike regardless, but sometimes you got to make the pitcher work a little bit harder out there for the good of the team.
And in the batter's box is Quintanilla.
Since their inception, the Nationals have been a punching bag for the Mets and the rest of the National League East. But last year, Mets and Nationals, a closely contested rivalry, the Nationals coming out on top.
Jin-Ming Wong, he runs the count to 0-2. Certainly this matchup, Steve, talking about Mets and Nationals, you would think with the level of talent the Nationals seemingly are putting together in young players, this may become an even better rivalry, John.
Yeah, they were able to win 10 of the 18 meetings between the clubs, and it was the first time ever that the Nationals took the season series. And the way things are going, it won't be the last.
And it's Dickey batting. He's going to have a shot here. Just missed that one for strike 1. Good hard sinker. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a splitter to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Still unable to score. The Mets still nothing on the board. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next.